boy, it's Kelly. Hey, boy, please mash up when the girls them. Rum kicking like Jackie Chan. I'm jumping up in the van. I'm whining on people, man. I'm burning on my command. Rum kicking like Jackie Chan. I don't have a dirty plan. I'm whining on people, man. Who whining on people? The bass mash up when the girls them whining. The bass mash up when the whole team liming. The bass mash up when the girls them whining. The bass mash up when the whole team liming. Mash it up right there. Mash it up hard. Mash it up right there. Mash it up hard. Mash it up right there. Mash it up hard. Mash it up right there. Mash it up. I wanna see you dancing, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I wanna see rising, yeah, hey, yeah. I wish every day was carnival. I'm a party animal. I'm mashing up every band. I don't really give a damn. This party get take apart. Who Mexico take a bath? This party get take apart. Who Mexico take a bath? Mash up when the girls them whining. The bass mash up when the whole team liming. The bass mash up when the girls them whining. The bass mash up when the whole team liming. Mash it up right there. Mash it up hard. Mash it up right there. Mash it up hard.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And we are back with you for another segment, the final talk segment for our program this morning on Activated Mornings on WEFM. We are in studio, and by we, I mean Dianna, Cain, Nicole, Joseph Chen, and myself, Roleza Samuel. All right, so we are back with you, and this is the Talk to Us, a segment for today. Talk to Us is a segment of the program where you pose a question to us to get our thoughts or reactions. If there's anything that we commented on earlier that you want to bring to our attention, to lend your thoughts or your opinions to, you can go right ahead and do so. And before I could even get anything else out my mouth, good morning, Dave.
Yeah, I love your excitement. Something good must be happening to you.
I went home just now.
It's just that alone?
Yes, Dave.
What I want to comment on is now we are at this juncture. When I say we as in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? We have had a government or regime that has ruled this country for almost 25 years. Are we satisfied? I'm putting all these questions. Are we satisfied that after 25 years of the ULP reign or administration, that we are really satisfied and happy with their performance and all of that? Are we satisfied that they have taken care of every Vincentian as they ought to in terms of good governance? Are we satisfied that after 25 years, which has been the longest spell, it's like, I call it the longest spell of any administration in this country, that they deserve another 25 years or how much more years? And are we aware of the different ages of these people? And the Prime Minister was bold enough to say at the last convention, I think it was, that he has the youngest brain. He has the youngest brain among members of his party. Whether that was Whether that was meant to be so or not, or just political, what you call it, political grandstanding and all of that. All these things we have to consider. So my question is, if we think that his performance for those of us, because it's a different generation after he got into power, into office, that are in the best position to answer all the questions that would be raised, that I have raised, and that would be raised from time to time. If we are satisfied, well, I expect he would get a sixth term. If we are not satisfied, the will of the people will show otherwise. And I just hope and trust that after all is said and done, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be a peaceful country. But don't rule out the possibility of any animosity and anything can go in that can go haywire. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Dave. All righty. So that was Dave asking, are we satisfied with the with the government's performance over the past 25 years? All right. We have another call. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
We good. What about you?
I am mighty fine, can't complain at all, just happy to be alive. I listen to Dave every morning, and I come to one conclusion. I will keep that to myself, but I will answer his question. What they'll have to realize, no government cannot supply or even meet everybody needs, period. They're going to try to fulfill the needs of the people, but they cannot fulfill everybody's needs. So when he's saying if you meet everybody's needs, can't happen. Government will try stuff, projects, I must say. Some will work, some will not work. So if they try something and it's failed, you can't bash them. They're trying. And number three, no government is perfect. They will make mistakes. But how I see the story, I weigh the good and I weigh the bad. And if the good outweighs the bad, my thing is that I will put them back there, good morning, because they have been more good than bad. You see? So therefore, if everybody think well, then every need will be met from the government, it can't happen. Because you as a government, you have a whole country to take care of. Some people's needs will be met, some would not. But everything will take time. But I think Mr. Dave have a problem with not even so much the government, but with Ralph himself. And I think so. Therefore, everything is Ralph, and he need to look beyond his animosity and see something else. We are living in a country, and believe you me, I travel a lot. I live in different countries beside my home here. You see, I've seen things, I have heard things, and that's why I can speak the way I speak, because I've lived other countries. And I see how things operate. And believe you me, the ULP, they're trying, because I find our country need to come to a standard. And so therefore the man is trying, but something will work and something will not. So we can't tell him if something don't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah. So that is my contribution.
All right, no problem. Right. And it's interesting to see your call, because we just normally see it texted, but it's interesting to see that you called. So bought it. All right, have a good one.
You see, I used to be a regular caller on WEFM all year round, right? The reason why I stopped, because I find that a lot of the ULP people feel that WEFM station belongs to them. So when other people call with other views, they will come and bash them. And I was saying, but they can't bash them. Everybody allowed to make their opinion. So therefore I stopped calling. Believe you me.
Okay.
But it's a long time I was doing WEFM and my dial never moved.
All right.
It's top of there.
Well, we appreciate the fact that you still listen, and we appreciate the fact that you felt comfortable enough to call on our program. So very good. All right.
No, yes, my dear. How a blessed day now.
All right, you as well. Thanks. All right.
Good.
All right. So we have another caller. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Ladies.
Hi.
I just want to say something quickly before I move on to my point. As I listen to WFM, and I always listen to WFM as a matter of fact, I find that St. Vincent is deeply polarized, politically polarized. And I'm surprised that in St. Vincent, with all that polarization, that they have not had clashes already. I wouldn't want that to happen. But I think St. Vincent is too polarized, too polarized. Anyway, I'm coming back to the subject we had on hand this morning. And that was when we were talking about the age of consent. I asked one of your colleagues in the station, one of the ladies in the station, and she was looking at Guyana and also Trinidad with reference to the consenting age. She was never able to fit it. So I called back to ask her to tell her what she has found out about Guyana and Trinidad.
About the age of consent for Guyana and Trinidad?
The Indo-Guyanese and the Indo-Trinese.
Oh, according to the internet, the minimum age for, that was marriage. It was saying that the age of consent is 16. However, there are cultures and religions where persons would engage in activities or even get married below the legal age of requirement. However, the law is the law, and the age of consent it goes across the board.
And it makes no difference with your ethnic background.
According to what I found thus far in the short space of time, no. But I will have to go and do some more reading when I leave here.
All right, so Nicole,
please do.
Okay,
so that's for Guyana, though.
Before I go there, let me just say that I like this program that y'all ladies have, and it's very interesting and very educational, and I want you guys to keep it up.
All right, thank you. We appreciate hearing that, and we are going to try our best.
I just want to interject.
Yes. So Nicole actually wants to answer the question that you asked initially. I want to
interject with regard to marriage, because the legal age of marriage was actually changed in Trinidad and Tobago in 2017. And that was because socioculturally, particularly in the Indo-Trinidadian landscape, there were, for many years, for decades.
Okay, caller, do you want to listen off air? Caller? Okay, he'd listen off air.
For decades, child marriages were actually being performed. There were women who, and I just to put some context into it, during our lobbying and our actual dialogues that started, there were women who were actually speaking up because they had been child brides. So they were part of our lobbying community and our actual team that would have started the dialogue, started the conversation. And they were actually also women from very established NGOs and community organizations that found it fit in that space of time to change the actual legal age of marriage. And that was because when girls at 12, 13, 14, inside of those sociocultural spaces were married.
So is the age of consent and the age of marriage, is it aligned now?
It's aligned now.
Okay.
It's aligned now.
All right. So I see somebody calling, but if I think I know who it is, call and let your number show, please. Yeah. All right. So I know that before we get the next call, Dianna, you said that you had something to say.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. One of the callers before mentioned that nobody is forcing the young girls, and then another one spoke about education. But I wanted to say that whether they are being forced or not, and whether the young girls are educated, of course, I'm not against education, and you are both correct. We do need to educate people more, and it is a fact that the young girls are not being forced to have sex with big men. They are sometimes being manipulated, they are sometimes being coerced, and I think it is just as bad if you, as a big adult man, you see a child, somebody who, whether they are at the age of consent or not, but you see a child and you decide that you are going to engage in sexual activity with that child. It doesn't matter if the child did it willingly or not. That is a child, and there are certain stages of development in the brain that we have not experienced at certain ages of our life. And as a big man, you already passed through that stage, whether you got it or not. There's a call, so I'm going to pause and take the call.
All right. Hi, Queens. Morning.
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 Morning to everybody and the guests there. I was pleasantly surprised this week. I heard you guys playing this song called Second Chance, something like that. It's a Barbados calypso.
Oh, I second that. So Ruel, I think.
Hello?
The song I Second That. I think it's by Saw Ruel.
Yeah. Excellent calypso, man. Barbados have some of the best calypso I've ever heard in a long time this year. The guy that won the pick of the crop is Andy Blood Armstrong. He used to sing with Square One. He had the song, Somebody Keep the Cat Get Away and And his song is about honoring the people, the great people, the Calypsonians while they're alive. Don't wait. He said, don't wait. Honor them. Give them the flowers now before they go under the ground. Excellent calypso. Then there's Biggie Irie. He had the song years ago. In not going home till the morning come. And his song, he has a song called Ralphie, Ralphie. How you getting it? How you getting it? Now that song could be used in some campaign, but the Ralphie he's talking about, I believe, is the opposition leader in Barbados. And then there's another song called Mia. That's for Mia Motley. Mia, don't forget me. And what he's saying in it is that he go out and he campaign for Mia Motley and everybody getting big jobs and he want a big job. He said, Mia, you don't forget me. And two more songs. There's a song called, three. There's one called Thelma. Thelma is the name of somebody, but you know the Bajan accent, so it means tell me. But using the word Thelma as if it's somebody. Mm-hmm. And you know the one, another one where somebody's giving advice to a youngster. You want to be the prime minister. He's guiding what to do to be a prime minister. Go to school, keep your head on, or whatever. So he says, Mister, tell me how to be the prime minister. Mister, tell me how to be the prime minister. And the last one called Spotlight. Best calypso I've heard in years. I hope you guys will play it. You're driving in the night and somebody have the headlight shining in your eye. But he take that song and he turn it into politics. He shine a light on the parliament and see who's looking out for you and who is fooling with. Shine the light in the right places and find out who is on the people's side and who is selling out. Don't shine it on me. You joke. I don't be at the port when no guns coming in. For sure, cowboys and Indians know. Don't shine light on me, you idiot. When tax money goes away.
Okay.
Don't start it in my face. Shine the light in the right place.
All right,
excellent calypso. So I hope you guys, when Canada for Tabi, load you up with some of them and get them on this list. Best calypsos in years.
Okay.
Thank you and have a good time.
All right. Have a good day, Queens. I just have one question for Queens. Queens, where you just find the time to be listening to all these different stations? Not just here, Vinci, but regionally as well. I don't know. Queens must be, I don't
He's
want
well
a triplet.
researched.
I don't want a triplet. He had to be more than a triplet at this point. All right. So yeah. All right, Dianna, you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying that it doesn't matter if the child comes to you willingly as a big man in your 30s, 40s, all these ages above that. You have no right to be engaged in sexual activity with a child, even if the child was hungry and she came to you for food, even if the mother sent the child to, it doesn't matter. You have a right to say no. You're capable of saying no. I have morals, I have values, I have standards and whatsoever. I am not going to have sex with a child. So for me, we shouldn't be focused on whether the girls are doing these things willingly or not. They are still children, and there are still things that they do not understand and things that they do not know, simply because they're not at that particular age yet. They are still developing, they are still growing. I believe that for some of these young girls who do go to men to have sex with them willingly, when they get in their, let's say, their 20s and they start to gain a little bit more common sense and a lot more things start coming to them, they're going to look back on these things and they'll probably be disappointed in themselves. They're probably going to be hurt. But at that time, they did not know any better. But you, as the big man, you ought to know better.
And they will also be disappointed in the adult who didn't protect them and who exploited them and who took full advantage of their vulnerability. Yeah. And that's when the animosity comes. That's also when they start feeling very low about themselves. Yeah. They may engage in further self-destructive activities. Yep. And it started where the adult did not protect the girl child or the boy child.
Yes. And let me just add, as I always tell young girls, when I have the opportunity to speak to them in particular, when, you see them acting in a particular way, like, oh, I hot and I the hottest thing out there. When you get to adult age, you want to be able to hold your head up, right? You might find yourself, let's say you're working in a bank or you become a teacher or whatever profession you choose to be involved in. You do not want to have these scrapsy men who you thought were also the hottest thing, turning around and throwing wood your way, right? Making remarks about, oh, I had she here and I had she there and this and that. You don't want for that to happen. So many of the young girls and, parents, you have to kind of drum it into their head that you might be a teenager now, but you are going to become an adult one day. And you have to be able to hold your head up so that persons don't throw talk in your direction. All right. So young girls, I know, you're prettier than us now. Your body and everything banging and all of that. But remember, you are going to become an adult soon enough. And you don't want for these men who you're going to end up looking back and wondering, what was I even thinking? That is exactly what it's going to be. Even at my age now, I'm looking back and like, well, wait, this is the man who we thought was the hottest thing? Oh my God. Oh no. Right. So let's also be mindful of that. And with that, we are headed on out of today's talk time, our open discussion, our talk to us segment.